Great morning, students. I hope you all are fit and fine at your home. Today, we will start our next chapter. Chapter 6, Building Self Confidence. It is from Unit 2. Now, we start our chapter. Firstly, we discuss index. First topic is self confidence. Second topic is attributes of self confidence. Next is factors influencing self confidence. Various attitudes of people. Next is building self confidence. What are our topics? First is self confidence. What is self confidence? Self confidence means having trust in one's own judgment and ability. It means you should trust on your own judgment and ability. Now, attributes of self confidence. First is believe in one's own capability. You should believe on your capability. Believe in your capability. Believe in yourself. Next is ready to accept any challenges. We should always say, I accept my challenge. Next is willingness to take risk. Willingness to take risk is the path to success. All these are attributes of self-confidence. Now, next topic is factor influencing self-confidence. We will discuss all those factors which influence our self-confidence. These are social factors. Second is cultural factor, physical factors. Now we will discuss all these factors in this video. Start social factor. In social factor, society play a very critical role in shaping and building our self-confidence. Our society comprises our family, neighborhood, friends, relatives, school, and even strangers. Now, who is that society who play very important role in our self-confidence? These are our family, our neighborhood, our friend circle, our relatives, school, or even strangers. Our initial interaction with society leave a lasting impact on our attitude. We always stay with our family, neighborhood, friends, relatives. That's why their impact always long lasting on our attitude. Now, next factor is cultural factor. Culture refers to the characteristics of particular society, community, or it can be a group. Now, culture influence a child's development and behavior. See, if you are from Hindu culture, then your behavior is different, and if you are from Muslim culture, then it also affects your behavior. Next is children growing up in different cultures receive specific inputs from their environment. If you are from open-minded environment, then you can go for outing and it improves your knowledge. But if you are from traditional value culture, then you always stay in your home and it decrease your knowledge. Culture competence comprises an understanding of all aspects, social, educational, etc. Culture factor play role in every field, social, educational, organizational, etc. Now, next factor, physical factors. Physical factors check our physical status, that we are physically healthy or not? If we are physical healthy, self-confidence increase. But if we are not physically healthy, then our self-confidence decrease. See, all are looking physical healthy. Physical factors like healthy mind, good appearance, etc. play an important role in developing self-confidence in a person. If a person wants to develop his self-confidence, then he should be healthy minded. It means his mind should be positive and his appearance should be good. If you are looking good, then everyone will be appreciate you. It is a good practice to maintain good hygiene and physical appearance. In every culture, good looking are always appreciated. That's why we should practice to maintain good hygiene and physical appearance. Now, next topic is various attitudes of people. Various attitudes of people reflected in their behavior, body language, and way of speaking define their level of confidence. See, in this speech, child is happy. It means positive attitude. In this, it is not happy, then it is a negative attitude. And in this, child is more sad. That's why it a neutral attitude. We judge this attitude on behalf of picture, and when we are making face-to-face contact, then we can judge attitude with the help of body language and way of speaking. All these define their level of confidence. Attitudes of people with low confidence. First is fear. Example, you are in tension of failure in exam, then fear occur. Next is value others' opinion. If your confidence is low, then you will prefer other opinion. You will not prefer your opinion. Next is overcritical. When you have a lack of knowledge, then your attitude will be overcritical. Next is poor time management. When you are not able to prepare your timetable, then your time management is poor. Next is unpreparedness. If you are not prepared for your exam, then you don't expect any result. This is unpreparedness attitude. Now, next topic is attitudes of self-confidence people. First is view to the world. These type of people have a positive outlook toward the world. Realistic view of self. Confident people always accept their weakness. That's why they are very realistic to the self. Trust on ideas and beliefs. Confident people have always trust on their idea, belief and judgment. Next is deal with mistakes. They accept their mistake and deal with mistake for future. Focus on growth. Confident people always focus on their opportunities to grow rather than being sad on their weakness. Next topic is building self-confidence. Self-confidence can be learned, practiced and mastered just like any other skill. Once you master it, everything in your life will change for the better. This definition is said by Barry that self-confidence can be learned and after learning we should practice, or when we do practice again and again we will become master of that skill. It is also a skill like other skill. Once we become master, then everything in our life will be changed for our better. Now, next topic is SWOT analysis. In SWOT, S stands for strength, W stands for weakness, O stands for opportunities, T stands for threat. This analysis is a useful technique. It helps in understanding our strength and weakness, and when we know our strength and weakness, we will focus on our opportunity with facing challenges that are making us threat. Now, next topic is steps to build your self-confidence. First step is set a well-defined goal. Using SMART strategy, we can set our goal, and we discussed SMART strategy in our last chapter. Organize yourself. In our last chapter, second part, we see how to organize skills. They are same here. So for this, you will see that video. Next is be assertive. It means you should always have faith in your beliefs, in your ideas, in your abilities. Next is experience. You should gain experience at first level. After that, you will keep practicing so that you can achieve your goal. Next is surround yourself with positive people. You should always prefer company of positive people. They occur positive thinking in you. Next is care for yourself and others. You should be very careful for yourself and for your family members, for society, everyone. Next is be prepared, and you want to increase your confidence, then you should always be prepared yourself for your job in which you want to increase your confidence. Thank you students for watching this video. Stay home, stay safe.